Happy Monday and happy new week. I hope you guys are all doing well. I had a really lazy week last week. I was talking to a friend of mine just saying it's hard to differentiate if you are being lazy or if you're genuinely exhausted from just being burnt out. And she did remind me it does take a while to recover from burnout. And obviously planning to move here and actually moving was exhausting, as well as, you know, recovering from like burnout from the corporate world. And I was managing and cleaning my Airbnb in Barbados myself on the side of my full-time corporate job. And I was doing that the last 2 years. So I feel like my body, now that I'm settled in my apartment and I kind of have everything sorted out, my body is like, now we can rest. So I just had a really lazy week last week. I honestly thought when I arrived here I would really hit the ground running in terms of like doing more content creation and looking for remote work opportunities. But it's taken me a little bit longer, and trying not to beat myself up about it. Anyway, today is Monday, it's a new week. I have messed up my sleep schedule, I don't really know how, but I'm planning this evening to take a Panadol PM to get to bed at an early time, so then I can start getting up early again. I'll be honest, Bangkok seems like more of a nighttime place. People seem to be up and awake and alert later in the evening, and the mornings are really quiet, because when I first got here I was waking up pretty early in the morning, like before 6 a.m. and going for a walk and stuff like that. So it's much quieter in the mornings, but I kind of like that. I also just find I'm more productive when I wake up early and start getting things done. If I wake up late, yeah, like the day is over. Anyway, today is Monday. The plan for today is to go get, well, it's already the afternoon, by the way. The plan is to go and get a local SIM card. So I tried to go last Monday, but I didn't realize you needed to bring your passport. So I have it with me now. But that kind of worked out because I've been using an eSIM since I got here. By the way, I have a discount code with Airalo. So I'll put that on the screen somewhere. The code gives you $3 off your first purchase with Airalo. I've used them in like several different countries and I've never had an issue, always work really well, and they have like multiple plans to choose from for each destination, really affordable price points. So yeah, head on over to Airalo if you're traveling anytime soon to get an eSIM. I ended up doing my walk before going to do the SIM card. So I'm here at True Digital Park. I'm gonna pop into Lotus to get a drink because I am dying. That 4 kilometers didn't feel too bad, but it's just really humid. But I feel like it's gonna feel longer on the way back. It's just hot here. Need to get a mascara, so I'll try this one. This one's waterproof and I don't like waterproof mascara. I don't like wearing it every day. And this one I feel like I've had, oh, it's waterproof as well. I feel like I've had this one before and I didn't love it. So I'll try this one, Hyper Curl Easy Wash. We'll see. I also really want to get Bundaberg ginger beer. I saw it here the other day. If you've ever spent time in Australia, or if you are Australian, Bundaberg ginger beer is the absolute best ginger beer in the world. Everything else from Bundaberg I cannot say the same for, but this is amazing. Try it. Alright, it's like 5:30 now. Just enjoying my Bundy. I'm gonna walk back now and stop at AIS, which is at Lotus by BTS en route. So let's go. No such luck with the SIM card, unfortunately. I went on the way back and their system was down, so they couldn't process any payments. So tomorrow, third time's a charm. Sawadee ka! It's Tuesday. I need to go grocery shopping and then I'll go sort out my local SIM card. Fingers crossed I can actually get it sorted out today. right, so I'm gonna show you guys what I got and how much it cost. So I got a scrubbing brush for cleaning. I got some sweet peppers or capsicum, 2 red and 2 yellow, a bag of porridge oats, pretty big bag too, 2 1-liter bottles of San Pellegrino sparkling water, a bottle of milk, I get the full fat milk, 4 Fuji apples, kiwis, there's 4 kiwis in here, 5 packs of chicken strips. I was buying the chicken breast and then cutting it up, but I'm like, this is much easier. So yeah, 5 packs like this, a blueberry muffin loaf thing, and then a pack of, these are glass containers. There's 2 in here, a large one and a small one. I already have a few of these, but obviously I wanted to get more so I can do more meal prepping. And this all cost 37, or is it 36 something? Let's round it up to 37 US. What do you guys think? Is that reasonable? Is that really cheap compared to where you're from? Compared to where I was living before, that is incredibly cheap. 3rd time's a charm, but there's a huge line. Well, when I say huge, there's just several people. Alright, I got the SIM card sorted. It just took a little bit longer than I would have liked. But it was about 15 US per month for a postpaid SIM, which is not bad. Anyway, now I'm gonna do my little 8K walk to True Digital Park and back. Happy Thursday. So yesterday I didn't vlog, but I actually didn't leave the house. I was just at home doing some admin. So I still do the admin and finances for my Airbnb back in Barbados. The property manager I have, she does offer that service of like dealing with all your bills and everything. However, I'm using a credit card with points. Well, when I use the credit card, I get points for American Airlines. So I prefer to do it myself and manage that side of things. And I'm still attached to the listing on the Airbnb app. So I'm still able to see when bookings come through and when queries come through, although I still let the property manager deal with the booking side of things. Anyway, bookings have been slow. It's out of season. So the tourist season in Barbados is like December till April. So right now is off season and it has been quiet. Like this off season has been quieter than the previous 2 years. So when I left mid-August. I had 1 booking, like the week after I left, and then nothing until December. My next tourist season, so from like December to April, is pretty much already booked. I have some really big bookings, and then in between there's like some smaller gaps where I can still accommodate more bookings, but for the moment the tourist season is looking really, really healthy and I'm very happy about that. But I would just like some bookings to come in until then to at least cover the expenses. So I did get a last minute booking. I find bookings out of season are quite last minute. So I had a booking and the guests are actually there right now, and that 1 booking has paid for my expenses for the month. So yesterday I just sat and did all of that. I pay most of my bills via SurePay online, which just makes things really easy. But yeah, the expenses that I have attached to the property. So obviously I have my mortgage, which is with Barbados Public Workers Credit Union. Then I have HOA fees. So it's not in a gated community, it's like a golf club community. There is like roaming security, but it's not an official like gated community. Anyway, we have like shared communal spaces, including pools. There's like a pool per cluster of apartments. I can't remember how many clusters there are, to be honest. There's a golf course, there's shared laundry rooms, there's tennis courts, there's a clubhouse, and just like the communal like garden spaces and stuff like that. We pay HOA fees. I also have obviously internet and power bill, and then I would have my insurance. So I have property insurance, and then I have life insurance. So in Barbados, you have to have a life insurance policy for the value of your home for the length of your home loan. So I don't know if it's like that everywhere. It's not like that in Australia because I had a property in Australia and we didn't have to do that. So anyway, it's fine. It's just an added expense. And then my last bill at the moment, I had or have a hire purchase loan. So when I bought the property, it was fully furnished. but it's older. So the AC unit needed to be upgraded and I couldn't afford to do it out of pocket. So I did that through hire purchase. Mid last year, I got that done. So I will finish paying that off next month and then I'll have one less bill. So yeah, I took care of all of that yesterday and was just calculating income for the next season and stuff like that. So as I said, I'm really happy for the season, but I just need some more bookings to come in to cover me until December. Real estate is definitely one of my passions and I would love to have a portfolio of properties in the future. One of my next property goals would be to buy an old fixer-upper. I'm actually following this couple on YouTube. They're doing a series where they bought an old chateau in Normandy, France, and they're renovating the chateau. It's pretty amazing. I don't think I could manage a whole chateau, but would definitely like to buy an older property, maybe in like Spain or Portugal. I don't know, I think that would be really fun. That might be like my next season of life after Thailand, we'll see. But yeah, I definitely want to buy more properties. Probably would buy more in Barbados when the prices come back down. At the moment, the prices are quite high for what you would be getting for your money. Australia is kind of the same. That's why we sold the property, because it had increased in value so much. But my turn off with buying property in Australia, if you're going to be selling it, is that they have capital gains tax. Barbados does not. So when you sell your property, you have to give a chunk of that profit back to the government, and that's not so fun. And before anybody asks, I'm not going to be investing in property here in Thailand. As a foreigner, you actually cannot purchase property. There are loopholes. So if you were to open a business here in Thailand, you can buy property through the business. You can also do long-term leaseholds, but it's not something that I'm interested in, to be honest. I mean, I might look into it, but just for like interest's sake, but I don't think I would actually invest in a property here in Thailand. I'll tag the YouTube channel of the couple that are doing the chateau renovation in Normandy. They did a whole series on the chateau, so I think they've now pretty much finished that renovation, and then they're going to start renovating other buildings on the property. So I think they said next they're going to be doing the coach house, which is right next to the chateau. But very interesting if you're into that type of thing. Weekend and I'm at Chatuchak Market, which is one of the biggest markets in the world and the biggest market in Thailand. It attracts over 200,000 people every weekend, which is kind of crazy. It's set on, I think it's 35 acres, and there is 15,000 plus market vendors. So I'm gonna make a dent in it today. Luckily I live here so I can come back. I've basically just been walking the main street, but there's different alleys that I have not explored yet. It's also very hot. I've got a few things so far. There seems to be something for everybody here. There's food stalls, drinks, clothing. They have a lot of vintage and thrift clothing stores, tourists, souvenirs, everything. It's pretty amazing. Alright, I'm home now guys, and this is one of the dresses that I got at the market. Everything was really affordable and pretty decent quality, so I'm quite happy with that. I'm also gonna leave the vlog here. I'm gonna go edit this and upload it. I wish you guys an amazing week ahead. Stay safe. See you next time. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.